Straight men who don't like performing, why not?
If ever a post needed a serious tag, lol.
The lack of women in my life plays a big role.
Sorts by controversial full moon face.
Don't like giving, don't like receiving, and I'm upfront about it. Got no good reason, but I feel it's fair.
Bad gag reflex. Just sticking my tongue out of my mouth for short amount of time causes me to gag. I don't want to make her uncomfortable or think it's her.
It irritates my TMJ. It causes my jaw to pop like crazy.
The question asks for guys who don't like performing, yet the comment section is of guys talking about how much they love it. I feel like no one read the question right, lol.
Sometimes the 7 herbs and spices don't agree with you.
First experience, her ass stank, like I would wash my hands after and the smell would still be there. Definitely didn't feel like going down on her or anyone after, cause I figured that's just how they smelled. Once we broke up, I was hooking up with a girl and just decided to do it, and I was like, wow, this doesn't taste, smell of anything. Basically cured my pussy TSD.
I just do not enjoy it, but I also don't expect any pleasure on my end either. There's a lot of ways to have foreplay, and I'd say is the most common, but it isn't the only option. And it's more special when you can throw it in the mix every now and then.
My tongue is by open scars. The motion hurts my tongue and it tastes bad. I'll go fingers all night but can't do, so no need to return the favor.
I have only been with one woman and I just didn't like the taste. Funnily enough, I enjoyed eating her.
It's not that I don't like it per se, but I do have a sensitive tongue, and sometimes the taste is just too much.
Straight girl here, I hate when a guy does. I'm so tense and anxious about there being a smell or taste or anything. It's just not worth the vulnerability of it all.
I just get freaked out when the suddenly licks back.
My first wife was very lazy and did not take care of herself down there at all, and also never made me feel like it was actually doing anything for her, so it was just tedious and not nice. I really did not like doing it, and it actually caused a lot of friction in the relationship. We were very unhappy the whole time, but that was icing. We split and I eventually remarried, and to be honest, I love it now. I guess I'm just saying, although it may not be for everyone, if you have someone who 1. actually enjoys receiving and 2. is hygienic, you may come around.
It tastes gross, don't like all the fluids in my mouth. If she's not fully shaved, I hate getting hair in my mouth, etc. It's honestly my least favorite activity, but I don't expect a girl to give me unless she wants to, as it's only fair.
Not a straight guy, but a lesbian. The smell, taste just makes me nauseous. I've tried a bunch, with several different partners, but I always get queasy. Same with feet smell, stinky armpits, general body odors. I don't do it because I'm not going to make a partner wash their natural and healthy odor off just for my comfort.
I'm more about the written exam.
I've tried it a few times and didn't care for it. Between the smell, the hair tickling your nose and gagging on the I didn't enjoy it. Definitely straight now.
I love it, but my wife is too shy about it. I don't like to pressure her into something she isn't comfortable doing.
Today I learned that there's a lot of so-called straight men who don't actually seem to like in general, not just eating it.
Because I'm asexual.
This comment section needs therapy. Eat the you guys.
Honestly, serious tags are. Every question should default be serious. There should be a joke tag.
Our username checks out.
Sorting by best actually brings up a lot of decent answers now, while controversial is a wasteland.
My husband doesn't like giving, so when we were dating he didn't like to let me go down, as if he owe me day. I was like, please tell me, what am I doing wrong? Why don't you ever want me going down on you? I can try so you actually like it. And he was like, no, I really do like it. I just feel like it's unfair and kind of denigrating for you. And I told him I understand that he doesn't like giving, like, I probably wouldn't eat either. But I honestly enjoy giving him, so like, sit back and enjoy, man. You can give me a later lol. And that's how we roll. 3. I don't think it's necessary to have a balanced give-receive ratio, as long as you're both enjoying yourselves.
Straight female here, suckin' peen gives me lockjaw.
Huge same. I'm a lesbian and I'm fighting for my life out here on the TMJ front, loudly crying edit. Thanks for all the suggestions, haha. I can't respond to them all, but I'm in physical therapy and also working with a TMJ specialist on it, so I'm pretty covered in that area, but I really appreciate it.
That's because anyone who did answer got downvoted and flamed like crazy.
They think they might pick up a female Redditor or something.
Because sexes of Reddit got her and talk about how much sexy they.
Props for getting over the pussy TSD.
Anytime the smell is pungent enough that it stays on you after washing, it's probably bacterial vaginosis. Especially if it's a fishy, will need 5 days of metronidazole, and men, if you've had unprotected with someone who has BV, take the treatment too. Doctors sometimes won't prescribe it because they don't believe it can be carried on the but in my experience it's the only way to stop it from recurring. I hope one day science will realize this important fact and change their BV stands for bacterial vaginosis. It's usually caused by some combination of 3 different bacterias if I remember correctly. You'll find plenty of things online about it recurring and being hard to get rid of. I personally believe it's because the men usually go the doubters. Here's a recent trial being done on this right now that you should look over. Post-treatment recurrence rates for the common vaginal condition, BV, remain unacceptably high. With an ongoing untreated partner has been shown to significantly increase a woman's risk of post-antibiotic treatment recurrence. A considerable body of evidence now shows that men carry BV organisms and may be a reservoir for.
Lol, I feel bad for men who have had this. Hooked up with a guy recently and asked him to go down on me, and he stopped in the middle and was like, just have to say you taste really good, and proceeded to say he stopped giving women head for a while because of bad experiences, then said I was like, God ass cotton candy. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. So like, that was a nice compliment, but geez, I can't imagine having such terrible times that you just stop enjoying it completely.
I can imagine a random BJ, in a relationship that doesn't usually have them or want them much, when the mood is there for it, would be pretty FKN amazing.
Username checks out.
If people keep their clean, it should taste like nothing. Per se.
Here's the trick to get around that. Start licking at the top and around the sides, get enough saliva in the mix to dilute the taste, or totally avoid the center, juices if it's a particularly tangy day. You don't need to stick your tongue inside to have a good time, you can save that for the times it tastes fine to you, and if your partner is into that, I don't think most women are.
Why are you downvoted for answering the question? Lol is wrong with these people. Edit. Glad to see the reverse is happening. Lol. I totally get this. I just dislike mine in the sense that it looks nothing like I've seen in. Figured mine was so that's what really made me uncomfortable. I still struggle with it, and I've never had an through so I really don't care much for it. But just curious, have you ever tried to taste yourself? I used to taste myself if I was super aroused, and it made me feel much more comfortable about the taste and smell, because I really kind of liked it. Even if you still end up not liking it might just make you feel a bit more confident about yourself to explore with yourself like that. Not trying to be weird, but it was definitely empowering in a way, even if I still shy away from others going down on me.
I wish we still got the free awards on Reddit. BC, this deserves an award. Edit. Thanks for the awards.
Don't go down in the 3rd trimester.
It took me way too long to find a serious answer.
As a woman, I don't blame you. Some women secrete more than others, and I'm one of them. It's basically impossible for me to stay dry down there, so I don't care if someone doesn't want to go down on me. I actually kinda prefer my partner not going down on me because I like making out throughout having, and I don't want to taste myself. Lol, but that's just my personal preference and experience.
Finally found another chick who doesn't like. I'm bi and don't like it on any gender. My sense of smell and taste are way too sensitive and I gag way too easily, even when my partner is clean. Nothing like gagging a bunch while going down on your partner to the hole.
I came specifically for this comment.
Or you're just at it.
Witness a
What? You and your partner set boundaries, goals, and expectations through clear communication? Not in my Reddit, you don't.
Me too. I wish I could, and I've tried so many times, but I can only do it for a few minutes without my jaw locking up, and it sucks. Sad face.
Lol, peen.
I'm thinking about you, out there in the world, fighting that battle, soldier.
Temporomandibular joint, your jaw basically.
Tasty mouth job carrot. Temporomandibular joint pain.
Ah, I guess no one actually wants to hear the answers, weird lol.
I had a coworker who decided to tell me mid that I might get messy BC she'd just had an abortion earlier that day. Of all the things one could not want to hear while mashing your face in someone's, that had never even occurred to me as a possibility. I had no idea what to say, and think I tried to be diplomatic and strike up a conversation about whether she was okay and even able to feel any pleasure after going through that etc., and avoided the ass dude angle.